Morning everybody, this is Mark from Geek, and I wanted to do a quick run through of Adventure Island. Now this is, as you can tell, the Japanese port. Came out in 1986 by Hudson Soft, and this is a fun little platformer. It's all about timing. You are that dude with the crazy feet. I think his name's Professor Higgins, but let's give this a whirl. Now this game, I'm almost positive it's in our top 100. But this is not a top 100 video. This is just me wanting to play it. Also, it just so happens to be Thanksgiving, and I figured killing a bunch of snails with hammers is fitting. I tried playing this a minute ago, and it was absolutely terrible, so decided to restart. Alright, so we got the little skateboard here. Now, the skateboard is quite annoying, because it's just an auto-scroller at this point, but it does act as armor, so that's helpful. Just like that. There you go. So now you can take 2 hits. In Adventure Island 2, it adds like dinosaurs. It's quite strange. Oh man, come on now. That dude is the bane of my existence. He's like the first Goomba. Forget my hammer, otherwise this is going to be very difficult. There's a little secret here. You hit this a few times and up you go. Now we run to some springboards. And I did the first one. Wonderful. You do have to hit those at almost full speed, but if you keep it full speed the whole time, it will not work. Oh, come on now. Man, I'm terrible at this game. Now, it's funny because Adventure Island 2, the levels are half the size, I would say. If that. It's an easier one, but it's also a longer game. Oh, good lord. The knockback from those is just ridiculous. Alright, let's start that over. It's not exactly the easiest thing to talk and play at the same time, but that's okay. We'll get through this first level. Of course, I could probably also slow down. I'm going a million miles an hour. Just hucking some hammers. Also love his baseball hat. I'm not entirely sure where the premise for this came from. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Got it that time. Yay! I did that so I could do this right here. Okay, here we go. Thought it wasn't gonna give it to me for a second. Alright, let's try this again. Hit this at full speed. Book, 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 book. I don't know why I'm making the sound effects. Yay, I did it. And it's just a warp. Much like in Mario. Oh my god, really? Wow. Oh, the designers at Hudson Soft knew exactly what they were doing with that stupid rock. Alright, let's slow it down. Again, points here are not much, but they do give you extra lives when you reach a certain time, a certain period. The bars are not health, they are time. I'm not entirely sure why they did that, and it's really hard to run out of time. This is almost an auto-scroller, especially when you get the skateboard. But this game it's a fun game. It's not exactly the easiest thing of all time. Okay, I'm not entirely sure why I got that. Well, let's go with it. You saw a jump there, and there was a secret egg that I just missed. Tons of secrets hidden here. The Hudson Bee makes an appearance. I think it's it's like your superstars in Super Mario Brothers. Of course, they had to put it in everything. Didn't Hudson also make Milon's Secret Castle? The game's tough. Where are we? Ooh, polar bears, sweet. You know, that makes sense. On the island. Oh, here we go. Hudson Bee. Although I don't think it's really a bee. I think it's more like a fairy. Okay. Concentrating too hard. I'm trying to talk all at the same time. This is very difficult. And old Professor Higgins here is, got some loose feet. I love his run animation, by the way. He's just kicking the feet. And Dunskies. Going into a very ominous looking statue there. Ooh, barely got that one. Now at the end of each 4 levels, I think, you fight a boss. We'll see if I can get to him. I doubt it. There you go. Alright, well, there you go, folks. That is, yeah, we'll try this again. Why not? We're only at 7.5 minutes. I'm gonna run through this as quickly as I can. Now, it's weird because my, I guess it's kind of the same as Mario, but my shoot, where I hook these axes, is the same as my turbo. You know, the more I think about this, the more it is very similar to Mario. You know, minus the skateboard. It's kind of like, I guess, 8.3 in Mario, where it's that really flat area and you just have all the Hammer Brothers, because you don't really do a whole lot of platforming here. Go ahead and get the bonus. And there's not a whole lot of platforming. There's a bunch of jumping, but there's not any, no swimming levels as far as I know. Time this one right. Did it. Yeah. I don't know what it is about that platform, but it always makes me think I'm going to just jump to my death. Now, those frogs, if you get close enough, will jump at you. And that is unkind. Alright. That was a much better first level. I probably should have done some more practice on this. I mean, I've been playing this game for like 2 hours. You would think I'm better. Alas, I'm probably pretty terrible at platformers. I'm not very good at them. I enjoy them. Should I go for it? Let's do it. Balls to the wall, people. Just gotta time it. Oh, well, whatever. So loosey-goosey. You know, it's funny, I was watching a video on with Miyamoto. He was talking about the first level of Mario. I'm sure some of you have seen it. But in it, he mentions how when Mario jumps and lands, it was really important to kind of, for him to slide a little bit. Kind of like Professor Higgins does here. Oh, good lord. Anyways, if you just jump and stop, it's not really, not even true to life. It doesn't make for a good game. The physics of the game are broken at that point. Once again, talking and playing, not an easy thing. Take it slow. Anyways, the physics were really interesting because they made Mario slide a little bit, and it looks like they did the same thing here with the professor, the good professor. Because he is loosey-goosey. Get those little legs going. Oh my lord. Oh, thank goodness. Well, the first versus the second game. In the second game, we ended up giving that one to our father for his birthday one time. And it was funny because I was like 12 or 13 or something, and I ended up letting it slip that we got it for him. Because this was one of those games that we really loved playing together as a family. And I let it slip, and I felt like a dingus. But the second game it's a fun game, and it's very similar, except the levels are considerably shorter. Like, considerably shorter, but I think it's also a longer game, and if you... Anyways, well, I'm going to cut it there. The second game we'll get to here in a bit is a considerably shorter game for the levels, but it's a longer game overall. And you go from one area to the next, and at the end of each set of levels, it's like 4 or 5 in each one, you have a boss that you fight. And you do have bosses here that you fight, but it's I guess it seems more linear, but both games are very linear. You go from one stage to the next. But these are fun games. Now, if I could only not be terrible at them, that would be a different story. Anyways, happy Thanksgiving to all you guys, and I will talk to you all later.